Any journey along the roadmap to life must begin with the book of Genesis, specifically chapter 1, which appropriately begins with, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth." The chapter is a beautifully crafted account of our world and wider universe coming into being, but it is also one that is very misunderstood. It recounts the creation of our physical world, detailing the sequence in which various life forms are introduced on Earth, with humans being the last edition. Sadly, though, this account has proven to be a stumbling block for many because it is widely interpreted as God having accomplished all this in a time span equal to 6 revolutions of the Earth, or 144 hours, instead of billions of years. This transgenerational science based debate has created a lot of noise to the extent that real insight into the full meaning of chapter 1 is obscured for many. But the book of Genesis and the Bible as a whole is also about the prevailing spiritual components of our existence being put into place, which are just as important as the laws of physics governing us. We see right at the outset in chapter 1 that a clear distinction between the two states of our existence is made, which are darkness and light. What is especially clear is that in the absence of the Spirit of God, darkness and lifelessness prevail. It is only once God introduced light in the form of His Spirit that darkness was then displaced and the process that birthed life began to take shape. But what is also important to note in this vein is that in creation, darkness existed first. What was previously a deep, dark, water-filled void is transformed to the beautiful planet we call home and the surrounding universe by the power of God. Therefore, naturally speaking, we are derived from darkness, but sustained by the measure of God's Spirit necessary for biological life. In this regard, we are all the same, created with matter that is derived from the waters of a dark abyss. Nevertheless, humans would become a divergent species, and the spiritual aspect of our existence would be given greater significance by God Himself. This isn't readily apparent in chapter 1, though partially revealed in verse 28, where it states, "Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." Chapter 2, however, reveals this development in greater detail.